Hey guys, how you doing today? Um, we're just by home and garden. Kind of giving you an update on this week. Basically, um, Kai is doing a whole heck of a lot better. He's the dog that I have had for almost 13 years now, and he had a prolapse of his eye, and so we are working on um, his eye right now. We're not having any surgery at this point in time. It actually looks like it's getting better, actually, and the prolapse is going down. Um, we are also in the process of still figuring out what we're doing next with the house. Um, my car is now fixed, but then again, I had another accident that happened over this past weekend. It is kind of a big slash not big issue. So you'll see that in the next video. But you know what? You have to keep going, keep inspiring, keep working, you know, keep on keeping on, basically. You can't ever give up. It's not going to make me stop doing YouTube or stop doing anything else that I've been doing. It's just a little setback. So I got up today and I had a new kind of outlook on life. I had to sit and think about what I was doing and where I'm going next. So it was a beautiful weekend this weekend. It was nice. It was pretty. Next video is going to be pretty short for next Friday for any of the um, constructive work stuff that we're working on. We also are working on the next step in the building aspect of the things. I think that I have decided to start working on the painting part of things. So we're going to probably do that next, or the electrical is going to be next. I kind of don't want to get into the painting if I know that there's going to be more dust and more removing stuff. So I need to finish the wall um, and do some more cement stuff. Or I mean, drywall stuff, removing that first. And I think that's probably going to be the next step. That way we can get on with building that wall eventually, but that may have to wait until finances come into play. Um, we are almost getting ready to be monetized, so that will be exciting for the channel. Um, can't wait, because then that will help me pay for that microwave. Or yeah, so I just spilled the beans. The thing that just broke, um, that you will see next video. Um, that was kind of really frustrating because that was very expensive. I mean, not real expensive. They've come down a lot. They used to be way more. But I guess it's made me change to do something different. So that's okay. I think my original idea is still going to be out there. So what we will be doing is probably in the next video, definitely we'll probably either be painting, sanding, or taking out the wall, maybe all of them. Um, we'll see what happens. Still working on all that. I did some sanding today, and I'm still doing some stripping of the cabinets because I'm trying to get some of that stuff done. So I'm not just showing you stripping cabinets all the time, because I'm sure that gets really boring. Um, probably pretty soon. I mean, it is February. We're not even into March yet. We need to get ready to order our plants too online. So have to think about where all the plants are going to go. I do have a grow light table that I did on one of my videos before, where I did a whole entire table that is actually a grow light area. That way I could start seeds or take care of my plants that need to be brought in. Like I have a basil plant that goes outside during the summertime and comes inside for the wintertime, and it's looking fabulous. Well, not really. Actually, it needs some work. I lie. It needs some work. Um, so I'm working on that too, which we may have to do a video on that eventually down the line after some of the kitchen stuff is done. We might actually, I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done already this winter, spring slash time when we can only work inside, because as soon as spring and summer hit, there's no more doing stuff inside. What we might do some stuff inside depends on how I feel, or keep it on the outside, which means that we might switch gears too. So we'll see what happens this year and how hot it is outside. Last year it was really hot, and really I should have been outside more than I did. We did a lot last year with the fence and everything, and the dog fence and all that stuff. This year, I don't know where the finances are going to be as far as that goes. There's so many things that we need to do still that are big outside. Um, that are needing to be done. I do need to do a trench too, so that I can get my electrical done, so I can get my path done and stuff like that. For when they do the electrical the for my new box, electrical box that we'll have to get eventually too, which is a big cost. I think they quoted me about 6,000, but I bet you it's probably going to be 7. But we'll see what happens. Some of that might be cut down because I'm doing my own lighting inside the house. Some of it may not be cut down because I don't know how to wire a new plug all the way to the electrical box. So I might need help with that, which will cost something. And then also, I need them to help me with doing electrical in the ceiling for the new fan and stuff, which I might have to have them help me with that too. Depends on what we do with that too, and a bunch of other stuff that we're doing. Oh my gosh, so many things. But it is well worth it too. So, depends on what kind of design layout I decide to do, whether or not I'm keeping some of the whatever they are, 4x4s, 2x2s, whatever in the wall, for the studs, or if I'm taking those all out, or what I'm doing yet. I'm still trying to figure that one out. So I think that's why I'm switching gears to keep things going, because I can't figure out what I'm going to be doing next as far as that wall goes. Um, Except for I do know for a fact that I am removing certain studs in the wall. Uh, and we can do that. And we could almost build the wall too if we needed to, that needs to hide the cabinets, probably. Um, but the problem is finances for that, because I do need to get some tools for things too that I don't have access to right now. Another thing is that working on that stuff, um, and a bunch of painting, which could be done during the summertime, I guess, too, on the inside of the house in case we didn't get all the stuff done on the outside of the house. We still have a deck to do. We still have electrical in the garage too, um, which all needs to be trenched, and I have to get a certain type of electrical wire that is required for outside, and you have to trench so many feet down too. That's the other thing. And I think I have to have a certain amount because of our frost line in Colorado. So um, we will probably have to wait on that too, with the people who work with the electrical. I mean, I don't care. I'll get a trencher and I'll buy one and I'll trench it myself or rent it. I mean, it doesn't cost that much to have one for a whole day, which would be really cool. Um, but the problem is that not running into uh, one of the lines or something, that's another issue. But we're just trying to see how Kai's eye heals. He still has the eyelid over the inside of his eye. You can kind of see now the we went to another vet for a second opinion, and because he's had the other eye done a long time ago, and they said that um he may or should not have had that done just in case he would have lost the eye. But I mean, I guess it's a good thing because now he has at least one eye to look out of. But the one that is prolapsed right now, or the eyelids covering the inside, he kind of like opens it, and sometimes like some of the tissue on the inside is covering it and like some of it's not. So sometimes I think that it's going to get better. So it might. I don't know. He's on a new medication. So they're trying to see if he has allergies or he has like an actual like issue with his stomach. And I'm like, no, he's got allergies because he has pustules on his chin and he itches and stuff when he eats other dog food. And then he gets ear infections and everything else. But he has an ear infection right now. So, and he's almost 13. He's going to be 13 on 420. So, he is doing much better. He acts like a normal pup. We took off one of the medications that they gave him for anti-inflammatory reasons. So I just honestly think that the other vet that we went to was somebody who, I don't know, they just didn't care um, at all that we were, doing all this stuff. Just didn't care. He was wanting to get rid of us for some weird reason, which doesn't make any sense to me. So, anyway, they just tried to get rid of us, I guess, after 13, 12, 13 years. I don't know, it was weird. Um, so we are just doing our thing. I guess we're changing vets. That's all we can do. Is just change vets and, you know, do better and everything else. To try to make sure that we can just keep going and going and going and whatever. So he's doing a lot better. We're just going to keep on going and keep on making sure that he's still doing okay and everything else. I mean, he's almost 12 or 13 years old, so he's getting old. I know that he's not going to be around forever, so at least that doctor doesn't think that it's has anything to do with a tumor, which that was freaking me out anyway, but I know he's not going to live forever. I wish he did. I wish all dogs lived forever. Wouldn't that be nice? But I mean, I was kind of wishing that he'd live 16, 17 years old. That's what labs usually do. They can live forever, for a very long time if you take very good care of him, keep, getting their exercise. And he acts like he's tired, okay, yeah, he snoozes on the couch and all that other stuff, because he's getting older. But I mean, you take him out and he's like all hyped up and ready to go and everything else. So um I think things are a lot better with the dog. I'm not as worried as what I was before, which is really nice. Um so we have a lot of things that are going to be coming up here in the next couple months. Lots more projects that are going to be done with the house. We still have a bunch of electrical to do inside the house. And then after we're done with the kitchen and living room, we got to move on to the bathroom, or even probably even the utility room will probably be next after we're all said and done with everything. Um, which the utility room, I really would love to get to next, because it would be something that it would make it easier, make my life easier if we could definitely do that. Um, as far as folding clothes, there's nowhere to fold clothes in this freaking house. You have to like literally go fold them on the counter or something, which I don't know. They should have done a stackable washing machine dryer. So that's probably one of those things that we're going to work on next. Um, After we do the kitchen, and we're kind of getting towards that area. I kind of want to put a new tile in there, because the current flooring in the um utility room, it has like the washer, the dryer, the all the utilities, like the air conditioner, the furnace, all that stuff is in there. Um it currently That tile is nasty. I don't know what's underneath it. Probably just plywood. But every time you scooch it over or whatever, the um the tile or the linoleum or whatever, you like get caught on it. So it's like one of these days we're gonna just make stuff go over it, and it's gonna rip real bad. So I want to tile that, and it would be better for water issues too. And tile maybe the kitchen. I don't know, because the kitchen is warping too, so which is really bad. So anyway, we'll see what happens with that. Tile the I want to tile the whole house, honestly, because dogs are pains in the what with bringing stuff in here. I guess they could do that waterproofing stuff too. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Um, Anyway, we're getting close to the end of today's live video. Probably do a next one next week, on Sunday at 4. I'm thinking about changing the schedule to a different day, but I haven't figured that one out yet. We'll see what happens. But for now, we'll just keep it on that same schedule. Uh, you might be seeing a little bit more stuff pop up during the week. I'm adding some more videos to the lineup. I might be adding an extra food video on Wednesdays, um, or an extra short or something from the week. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to change it up every week, whether or not I'm going to post 3 times a week or 2 times a week. So we'll see what happens with that one. And then stay tuned for next week's video with my big braking accident. You'll just love that one. But anyway, thanks for watching Food Aspire Home and Garden, and we appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope you guys inspire to do something wonderful in your life, no matter what it is, and inspire other people to do something wonderful in theirs. And keep on inspiring everybody. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't let things get you down, but keep on going. And I love each and every one of you. I love all of your guys' comments, and I hope you guys leave questions and comments down below. And we'll try to put it in maybe next week's live. So we'll see you next time on Food Aspire Home and Garden, and have a wonderful rest of your week and the beginning of the week, actually, because tomorrow is Monday. We got to get going and get our stuff ready to go. Neshoba was in the mud all day today, so he needs a big bath before we go to bed. So we're going to go get that ready to go, and that way we can go and relax for the rest of the day, because I've been cleaning dust up everywhere. So we'll see you next time on Food Aspire Home and Garden, and I appreciate each and every one of you again, and have a good week of the start of the week.